Continuing to see the impact on the roads tonight. Major impacts throughout the tri-state. And we do want to get an update now live from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine.
That's right. Governor Mike DeWine joining us now from his home in Cedarville. Thanks so much for doing this, Governor. You declared a state of emergency last night for Ohio. Can you explain the benefit of doing that for Ohioans?
Well, I think, first of all, it's a messaging. It tells people how serious things are. If you don't declare a state of emergency in something like this, they say, well, maybe it's not as bad as the broadcasters are saying it is. So I think that's number one. It also gives us much more flexibility, frankly, to help a local community if they need help, if they need emergency help. So it certainly was the right thing to do. Tanya, I think the good news is, I've been getting reports, of course, all day. The good news is that drivers are really not going out today. I mean, it's just a fraction of what the traffic we would normally expect, and that's a good thing. People listened, and I think they've really kind of hunkered down if they could. Just to give you an idea, though, how dangerous it is, even with such a low number of cars out. I just got these numbers from the Highway Patrol. If you look at last weekend versus this weekend, and disabled cars that they helped, people who were stuck somewhere, they had to get them out, get them going. Last weekend, the Highway Patrol had 52 of those. This weekend so far, it's 635. So you can just see how treacherous it is out there when someone is out there. The injury crashes went from 2 last weekend to 16 this weekend. If you look at property damage, accidents, it went from 30 to 200. So again, people are very wise. Don't go out. This is a time to stay back. And of course, as your weather forecast indicated, we really are going to move now from a concern about the snow to a concern about just cold weather. And we know that can be very, very dangerous. And when someone's out for even a brief period of time, it can be potentially fatal.
And Governor, we can see some of the snow blowing there behind you, off the roof, off the trees, similar to there in Cedarville, similar to what we see here in the tri-state. It's rare that we get a system like this that impacts the entire state in the same or similar way. As you've been getting these reports, not just from the Highway Patrol, but maybe some of the county emergency management agencies, are you seeing or hearing any spots that are, I don't know, getting it worse than the others, even though it seems like we're all getting similar impacts?
Well, we always worry about the ice, and if you go down way down in southern Ohio, Lawrence County, Ironton area, the bottom part of the county has got ice, and that's always much more dangerous, and we always worry a lot about that. So it's so much south, even farther south than Cincinnati, and so they're getting the ice down there.
I also want to ask you, Governor, if I can, you talked about now we're going to be switching to incredible cold. I mean, negative temperatures and wind chills for lots of areas like down here in Cincinnati that we're just not used to that in a consistent way. So you, as governor of the state of Ohio, how does that concern you? What do you find you're concerned with statewide when it comes to these temperatures? Well,
Tanya, that's where our concern is now. I mean, people are not used to this. This is not what we deal with. We're not used to that, and we're not used to the wind. And of course, the wind can dramatically change your ability to stay out very long. So people just have to be very, very cautious. And people, we're not used to dealing with this in Ohio. We're certainly not used to dealing it with in Cincinnati or the Miami Valley where Fran and I live. So people just have to be cautious. Look, the other thing is when we have something like this, tragically, we just have accidents that occur. We had a fatality today. Someone who was literally run over. It was in a parking lot. They were clearing out the snow, and they backed into this person. So these are things that, stuff just happens. And so we just want everybody just to be as cautious as they can, be as careful as they can. And if you don't have any reason to get outside, don't go outside.
Absolutely. That's the message that we have sort of been pushing all day long, because that's what we heard for the last couple of days from the emergency personnel here in our area.
Yeah, Governor Mike DeWine, we really appreciate your time tonight. We could talk longer, but unfortunately, we have run out of time. Thanks for joining us from your home in Cedarville. Stay warm and stay inside if you can.
All right, let's head it over to Steve.
Good to be with both of you. Thank you.
Yeah.